So when the world sends pressure, remember that I talk to you. I can help guide you through. I talk to you, yeah.
What's going on? Don Michael Jr., also known as TRAXX, probably better known as TRAXX, from Camden, New Jersey. Parkside to be exact, nigga. And this is my CMD story.
I'm TRAXX, and I'm from the bottom, the very bottom, the scary bottom, where it's scary problem. In the city that built me could be the city that killed me. I'm trying to leave before I fall like early.
I started off in the basement, just like every other producer, rapper, or whatever I was at. You know, I was on Kenwood, Parkside. My parents was real cool. My basement had a separate entrance, so I always had like a little studio. As my studio grew, more and more cats was in and out. So they was cool with it. So I've been recording since I could even remember, dog, since a little ass kid. When I turned around 23, 24, I started opening up my own studio. I got a spot out Cherry Hill with my partner Zeke and my other partner Dominic, and we was running the business there. And I had already started working at Sam Ash Music in Cherry Hill to try to get the discount and to learn studio shit, you know, padding and everything like that, just get the software and shit. So what wound up happening was I wound up getting signed by Megahertz and ghost producing for Megahertz. I did Tony Yayo, Like My Style. I did a couple other joints that cats will never know that I did, unless I'm not even supposed to be telling y'all because it's ghost and I'm under contract or whatever. And you know, so I did mad shit, but me and Megahertz had a little falling out. So I wound up being at Sam Ash, you know, just working. Still had my studio, was always busy with that. I still had customers from the hood always coming through and everything. So while I'm at Sam Ash, you know, they treated me real good. They gave me a leave of absence when I was with Megahertz, everything. And once that situation fell through, I came back to Sam Ash full time, and I was working. So this is funny. One day, you know how Sprint would cut you off like a penny. My phone was off. I was trying to call out of work because I had a session. Cat was trying to buy like 3 beats and record like all day. So I was like, yo, fuck, you know, Sam Ash, I'm gonna go to the studio. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do this music. I'm gonna get this money. And I went to call out of work and my phone was off. So I emailed my boss at the time, who was also my boy Zeke, and I was like, yo, my phone is off. I gotta wait for Sprint to turn it back on. Back then it took like 2 hours, 3 hours for me to turn the shit back on. I had to go. So I was like, yo, can you tell the store manager that I'm not coming in today? I'm basically calling out. He's like, yeah, I'm going in. I got to get my check anyway. I'll be in there. I'm like, cool. I go to the studio. I'm making the beats. I'm doing my session. When my phone's back on, I call like, yo, did you tell the boss that I wasn't going to be in? He's like, yeah, I went in there. I told him everything good. I'm like, all right, cool. I go in the next day, and my boss is like, yo, you got to come in the office. He was a no-call, no-show yesterday. I'm like, yo, Zeke told me that he talked to you and let you know that I couldn't call. My phone was fucked up. He was like, oh yeah, nah, he told us that you wasn't coming in, but you still didn't call. I was like, how could I call my cell phone? He's like, you couldn't go to your neighbor's house, you know? Now what was really happening was they was just trying to push me out of the job because I've been there for so long that I was on the old job system. The commission system was different. The paychecks was different. I was getting paid more than any other sales associate. Plus I was a good salesman. So they really wanted to push me out. As good of a salesman as I was, they didn't want me to make all that money guaranteed. So they basically fired me, and that's when I realized that I could do my music shit full time. So it took them firing me for me to really chase my dream, because basically I was using them as a crutch. When I look back at it, it was like, well, you know what, no matter what, I got Sam Ash to fall back on. So I'll dabble with the music like I've always been doing, but really I'm at this job and I'm moving up. I'm a manager. I'm gonna do all this type of shit. Once they fired me, I was like, yo, I can't go back to a regular job. I did the music shit straight up for so long. This is back in 07, you know, so I've been doing music since 07, just music, you know, just rapping, just producing, just recording people since 07, and that's been paying the bills. And I don't mean like on a little level. I ain't rich or no shit, you know what I mean? But I got a daughter, you know, I got a girl, I had cribs, like car note, car insurance, you know, regular utilities. I got this building I got to pay for. So the money coming in, there's a lot of overhead that I got to handle, but there's money coming in all from me chasing my dream and really working hard at it, man. Like that's the message, man. That's the whole message that I put on my whole album. Like I just dropped my album 3 that, and that's the message that I put on that was follow your dream. That's what Eat This Gang is, you know what I mean? Eat This Gang is just a bunch of niggas that are pursuing their dream. Every dream is significant until every day is Saturday. You know, that's how we work at Eat This Gang. So that story is really just to give people a little bit of motivation to, if you think that you can't do it, sometimes it gets you being pushed into the corner, back to the wall, for you to see like, damn, I can do this. I didn't think I could survive just off of music, especially just being out here. I'm not in Philly, I'm not in LA or Houston or New York or any of like the big major markets. Like, you know, we in South Jersey. It's hard for niggas to even make it and to get recognition just being over here, period. So for me to be able to survive and to make a name for myself and for people to be buying my albums and buying the beats, recording with me, and everybody showing the amount of love that they're showing, it means a lot, man. And I think that people should know that they can do the shit, and they shouldn't have to have their back pushed to the wall to at least try it. You know what I mean? Just chase your dreams, man, because that's what we're here for anyway. You know, you're dreaming about that shit because you want it to be reality. So chase that shit, man.
I wanna be at the top, no time to relax in the basket of good, cause the spot's being chased by the cream of the crop. You're fighting to make it to a place that you're gonna have to fight just to stay at. But nothing is sacred. Niggas spill your blood on the pavement just to nudge of the placement. Number 3, number 2 to the one spot. Have you yelling, please don't shoot when the gun cock. Then the gun pop, then another gun cock, then another gun pop. No seats at the top, nigga.